Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be checking out the secret lore in Forsaken. Now, if you guys do end up enjoying, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and especially subscribe. We were trying to hit 30,000 subscribers in September, and it's only possible if y'all just click that button. But hey, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. The homie Flush dropped a new banger.
Forsaken released a new update, and with that also came a ton of lore,
Wait.
including a secret game depicting Noob and Sixer's story,
Okay.
which tells the
Well,
dark truth.
oh, there's
of
more,
what
there's more, there's
exactly
more,
they
there's more,
did
there's more,
to be
there's more.
brought into the world
Let's
of
go.
Forsaken. And yeah, not a lot of people know about this. So before we explore,
Okay, so I didn't know with the new update there was new lore. I just knew they brought Slasher and changed some things. I didn't know there was
for
any
the
new
secret
lore.
game, we need to talk about this picture of Noob that's now in the lobby. And now the only
Okay.
way to access it is by reaching level 50 as Noob. And yeah, once you do that,
I'm like
if you go
level
to the
5,
beach
bro.
in the lobby of the game, you'll notice a photo with a description saying it appears to be a photo of Noob with 3 other figures in front of them. You
Yeah.
turn over the photo to see writing in the back. Hey Sixer, one day I'll be able to introduce you to these guys. So yeah, Sixer
Ooh.
is guest 666, which
Yep.
if you don't know the full story, guest 666 and Noob actually used to be best friends, but then something dark would happen. But yeah,
Which
according to
we
this
don't know
photograph
yet.
here, it seems like Noob is writing to guest 666 talking about his friends here. He
Yeah.
continues on saying,
He wants
"They
them all to
really
meet."
helped me since that day, but it's not the same without you. I hope one day I can
So that's his new friend group ever
show you
since
all
the great
stuff I wrote to you.
separation.
Later today, me, and then we can't see the full names of these guys, but the message continues on, are going to a haunted mansion. Yeah, and then the rest of the
wonder-
text gets redacted, but we can assume
I wonder
the
if they're
message says
gonna be
something
in the
along
game.
the lines of, I want to go and overcome my fears. At least that's what it partially says. He continues on with saying, I miss you. With love, Noob. So yeah, by the time that Noob had written this message on the back of this photograph, him and guest 666 were no longer talking. Remember,
Yep.
in the lore of
That's a given.
Forsaken, the two of them used to be best friends, but then something bad would happen. But what exactly?
It's actually
Well,
crazy,
with
bro.
this new secret game I found, I believe we finally have the answer to that.
Oh.
Because if you continue on
He
with
thinks
this
he got the
photograph,
answer.
it says, you feel like something has changed. Somewhere you have been. There, something will be revealed. But now, what
Ooh.
exactly is
Okay,
this message
I'm
talking
actually
about?
excited
Well,
now to
it's
see what
talking
it
about the
is.
Secret games. And how do we
Secret
uncover the
games.
secret games? Well, the first one actually released during the Noli update, where if you go into the lobby area, make your way over to this letterbox over here, you'll see a message that again was written by Noob. And you know it's written by Noob because it writes, hey Sixer,
Sixer,
it's been a while. I have
yeah.
no idea if this will get to you, but hopefully it does. Can we somehow meet again? I regret so many things.
So
and
when
recent
is
events
Guest
have made me
gonna be in the
realize some
game?
things about myself. And then the more the letter continues, the more decrypted it becomes. But you are able to make things out, like someone
Some
here
laughing.
is laughing at
Yeah,
us.
we already read
which
this
could
note, though, I
actually
think.
be the Spectre, you know, the one who brought all of them into
Yeah.
the world of Forsaken. But again, that's not the secret. No, the
Yeah.
secret actually lies when you take a look at this letter and realize there's actually some numbers here. So you got
Yep.
789, 149, 6. Yeah, if you grab
Okay.
all these numbers, you realize
So-
that they can actually lead
Yeah, we've
us
seen this
to
already.
this Roblox account. And this actually belongs to Newbie, aka
Newbie.
I must be the reason why. So yeah, this person right here is actually Noob. And we know this
Okay.
because the description reads, I miss you. Just
Alright, hey bro, show us
like how they wrote
show
in
us the new
photograph.
stuff
And
though.
yeah, what's also
Show us the
tied
new
to
stuff
this
though.
account is this game right here, A Nightmare, with a
A Nightmare.
description reading of me and Sixer. And now again, this game came out during the Noli update, but it also
I'm gonna be
guides us
patient
now
because
to
he
the
did say
second
he
game.
thinks
Yeah,
he figured it
remember
out.
how
So
Noob was saying
I'm
that he was
actually
going to a
interested.
haunted house to
Yeah.
overcome his fears and
Yeah,
whatnot?
yeah.
Well, when we joined this game, it very much gives us the idea
That's
of a
the haunted house,
And it
huh?
reads right here, I didn't want to upset my friends, so I came along. So yeah, the text right
See-
there perfectly describes how Noob
Listen guys, don't ever let your friends bring you into some stupid stuff, alright? Don't ever go down with your friends, alright?
was too scared to go to the haunted house.
Be
but
the
again,
different
willing to
person. Be the
overcome
one
his
who says,
fears,
"Nah,
and he tagged along with
I'm
his friends
good."
from the photograph. I never wanted to be here.
Because
I
now
was
Noob is in
terrified.
Forsaken,
yeah, the
bro.
other thing we notice is that his friends are not here at all. Where exactly are they?
Bro,
I
don't
saw
tell me they
something.
made him go
No,
in alone.
Someone who looked like you.
That
So,
is
yeah,
L
this is
peer
Noob
pressure.
talking about Sixer. But see, the thing about this haunted house here is
Why would Sixer
this
be
is
there?
actually the place where Noob would end up dying. Because over here in this red room wasn't actually Sixer, it was the Spectre tricking him.
That's the Spectre?
I heard you calling me, but something else took me. So yeah, again, what we just saw there was Noob's actual death, which they would then wake up in the world of Forsaken. But again, this game leads us into the next secret game that came with this update.
Secret game number 2.
The game will kick us out, but it will say teleport failed, place ID, and then it's just a bunch of random letters here. And so me reading place
excited,
ID,
bro.
it did give me the idea that all these letters here were actually supposed to represent numbers that would link us into the next game. Yeah, you see how a lot of Roblox games typically have 14 to 15 digits of numbers? Yeah, so this took a long time for me to figure out that all this text
went and decoded everything.
A Visioneer cipher.
A Visioneer
now it's honestly very
cipher.
complicated to explain, but if you grab all those
Bro,
letters,
don't even bother.
and then use the
Don't
key
even bother.
code Sixer, all of this text would generate into numbers.
8, 9, 8,
and so on. And if we grab all these numbers, we can actually find the second game. So this one is called Irrealization.
Bro, barely any people found that. That had like 300 likes. Barely any people are on here.
So yeah, now in this game, you're playing as Guest 666. So let's go ahead and join this one here. So it says, open your heart, leave them behind like they have to you. So yeah, this is the Spectre talking to us right now. Where are we supposed to go? Okay, so there's a heart beating over there. Then who is this? Hello? Oh, this is Noob right here. Noob? Oh, I don't like that noise. Let's see what happens if we get close to him. Oh, so we got kicked out. And it says here, why do you falter? Can you not reach your own heart? Okay, so that's what we're after. So again, this is a Spectre talking to Guest 666.
Gotta go for the heart.
Yeah, in case you don't know, Guest 666 is an upcoming killer in the game where the Spectre pretty much brainwashed them and turned them into this monster.
That update is gonna be gas. I'm so excited.
Follow this arrow here, leave them behind like they have to you. And then this is Sixer talking. It was the only way I could ever stand beside you. Okay? I couldn't help myself. I wanted to make you proud. So I believe he's talking to Noob right here. All right, there's like a giant maze area. Then we gotta reach our heart. And yet, you turned your back on me. Okay, yeah, so Guest 666 believes that Noob betrayed him somehow.
But how?
What exactly
happened?
Let's see, let's
we
go
need
to
the
our
Lord,
heart.
bro. What
Just
did he
gotta
do?
get past this maze, left me to rot in my misery, like I never meant anything.
Because we've seen some crazy betrayals in Forsaken.
So I believe this is supposed to be my heart.
What the frick did
here.
Noob do?
Is that Noob still following me? I'm gonna grab my heart now. Open your heart to it. Okay?
Open your heart to it.
What did I just do? Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So
I'm guessing that's the end of the game.
Loathing these emotions. It is so fascinating. She will make a fine addition, Sixer and Noob. Wait, who is he talking about?
Whoa.
You fuel their suffering. You add more to my
Wait, that almost makes me think that the Spectre's not just the only one in charge. She will make a fine addition. Sixer and Noob. Okay.
Wait, who is he talking about?
Yeah.
You fuel their suffering. You add more to my ship.
That's interesting.
Hey, yo, chill. Leave
me
out of this, okay? Hey, I'm playing as Sixer. All right, and then again we get kicked out. Teleport failed, place ID, and then I believe this will eventually lead us to another game. So yeah, there's a lot to break down here. At some point, the Spectre got to Sixer and is pretty much brainwashing them. But what strikes me as odd is this line here.
That line's weird. That line is actually weird.
And Noob. This line pretty much makes me wonder if Sixer and Noob actually sacrificed someone, because there's this line here, you add more to my ship. Yeah, and then we get this message about being kicked out, which I think this will lead us into the third game, which hasn't been released yet. But now this line about a ship. Where have we heard that before? Well, if we go back to the beach area, if you go into this water over here, you'll notice this weird, strange fish, which we can actually talk to. Yeah, it's called a demophon. Congratulations,
you can talk to the fish, bro.
And now this creature begins to tell a story about a captain and his ship. What this creature is telling us is the story of the Spectre. And the fish continues. Each rotting board of the ship was replaced with newer boards. The repaired ship would be beautiful, full and complete. Many wonder if it is still the same ship. It is correct to assume that the captain now has a brand new ship. Now I want you to wonder for a moment, what if there was no ship, just a captain building his own ship? What if this captain was malicious and depraved, stealing parts of other ships? And pretty much we can only respond with what? With the fish later on saying, in time you will understand, for it is always here, listening.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right?
Watching. The captain will never stop in his quest. His ship will be be completed. So let's actually break this down. The captain is actually the Spectre.
Yeah,
and
right.
The ship actually means his world.
His
and
world.
so in this
Yeah, that's
line
what I was
here,
thinking.
what if this captain was malicious and depraved, stealing parts from other ships? That's pretty much stating that the Spectre
That's him,
is
like, taking the
stealing
people,
souls
right?
from other
Yeah.
worlds,
Yep.
like stealing Noob,
Stealing
stealing
Noob.
Guest 666.
Yep.
All of these killers and survivors are all people from other
Bro,
worlds
it's just
that the
basically
Spectre
having
took for
fun.
his own world. And then the fish gives the warning that
But
the Spectre
at the price
is
of other
always
people's
here,
life.
listening and watching.
Yo,
And
is
the
it-
Spectre will never stop in his quest.
Is
His
he-
world will be complete. Yeah,
Is he
again,
watching
you
this
can pretty
video
much
right now?
listen and watch us, because when we enter this game, we are entering his world. But yeah, to continue breaking down this
Alright.
game that we played, Sixer and Noob did give the Spectre a new soul. That's where we get the line that she'll make a fine addition to his ship. So yeah, both of them aren't so innocent after all. But
So would that mean that said soul is going to be in the game?
yeah, after doing this deed, the two would stop becoming friends. Guest 666 would later become banned and brainwashed by the Spectre, as seen in the game that we
That's
played.
like-
whereas
'cause
Noob
what else
would
would he
enter a
want it
haunted
for?
mansion and would also be tricked by
If
the
it's not gonna be a
Spectre,
part of
which,
Forsaken.
yeah, that was the first game that we played. That was the haunted mansion. Yeah, and even in the lobby, if we go up to this poster right here, it actually shows Noob in front of the haunted mansion, and
Okay.
it actually says missing, name Noob, last seen haunted mansion. So it seems like we're getting more and more information about all these survivors.
That's definitely where
But
he
not only
died,
that,
for sure.
We also got
No
more
doubt.
information about Tooff. Because
About
now,
Tooff?
if you play as Tooff and reach level 100, you'll be able to gain access to this wanted poster of them, which pretty much shows that they're not actually a good person at all. And yeah, upon analyzing this wanted poster, it says wanted for
Something tells me by the end of Forsaken, we're gonna learn pretty much everybody in this is not a good person.
unauthorized
You know what I'm saying?
moderation, NPC murder, and destruction.
That's the
of
energy I'm
property.
getting.
Yeah, if you don't actually know about Tooff, they were a demolitionist whose job was to serve the Roblox admins and
Yeah,
destroy
Tooff is probably the
homes of
character I know the
terminated
least
and
about.
banned users. But if we take a look at their milestone 3 skin, they're destroying a house where nearby there's actually some Robloxians, which yeah, it looks like Tooff may actually be a killer. Yeah, it also says here, it is believed that Tooff is connected to infamous user, and then it's redacted due to their similar motives. On top of that, Tooff has appeared to be growing distant from their moderation attempts, often spotted hiding several studs from the main experience. But now, was all this intentional? Did Tooff actually mean to kill these Robloxians? Well, if we take a look at
it
Tooff's
seems
milestone
like
skins,
it.
we actually have a description for each of them. For the milestone 1 skin, it reads, so many unmoderated experiences. I can help. So
I
this
can-
pretty much showcases
I
that
can
Tooff
help.
truly wanted to help
Alright.
out Roblox, but then
Oh,
it seems they got
Oh, okay, so at first he did want to help. At first I was like thinking like, oh, I can help. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just kill them.
carried
But no,
away.
it seemed-
With
guess-
the milestone
guess maybe
2
he was
skin,
nice at
it
first.
now reads, just like the admin above, I can help pick up where they can't. So it seems like Tooff started to take justice on their side, because in the milestone 3 skin, it reads, there's so many NPCs in these experiences. And yeah,
well
it
is
seems like a lot of
crazy.
NPCs ended up dying because of them. And then with the
Sheesh.
milestone 4, Tooff now states, I didn't mean to kill them. It seems like Tooff isn't truly a bad person. They just got carried away, because yeah, even when reading the wanted poster, there's a line here that says,
But if you can
"You
get
stare
carried
at the
away, are
list
you
of
a good
crimes
person?"
Tooff has committed. Do you think they deserve this fate, that they should be hunted? You have this thought run through your head. What Tooff has done to several of these experiences, the sins and blessing they have created. Does Tooff deserve to be forsaken? Perhaps indeed. Many face their sins in this realm, repeating the same games over and over. Many find interest in their suffering, their stories, their
Many
lives.
find-
You are among the many, giving it the attention it
This
wants. These
Roblox
great souls
Forsaken
are
has
forced
some
to confront
interesting
their
lore,
sins
bro.
and overcome them. So yeah,
Genuinely.
it seems like through
Like,
being
this stuff runs
forsaken,
deep.
Tooff has learned through their mistakes and is trying to make amends. That's why they're not exactly on the killer side, unlike
So Tooff is actually trying
the
to
Slasher,
make
who
amends.
actually replaced Jason. Now, there's not
Yeah.
too much to talk about Slasher. They pretty much
But-
have the same moveset as Jason, but there
But
are
the lore
a few key
update.
points about their lore. See, the Slasher is
Yeah.
actually a bacon-haired Robloxian whose name is also Jason. Yeah, it
Yep.
turns out they're also part of this lore of Guest 1337 from the Last Guest series. And yeah,
Really?
they were a bacon soldier fighting, but they would eventually get captured and held in prison
become
in
Slasher.
Area 51. which, yeah, this is like a pretty old Roblox game, but it's got a whole bunch of different entities like Slenderman and Jeff the Killer. But yeah, while he's held in Area 51, they end up performing a lot of cool experiments on him. Yeah, you can even see on his Milestone 1 skin, he's got the Area 51 badge. What's also interesting about this skin is there's a book on his shoulder. This book here is actually known as the Necrobloxicon, otherwise known as a Book of the Dead, that is said to drive anyone who were to read it insane because it uses a lot of dark magic. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens to the otherwise known as a a lot of this book. The more he begins to hear a motherly voice speaking to him from the book, one he believes to be his own mom, which again is also somewhat based off of the story of Jason and how he can hear his mom. And so
essentially Slasher is Jason, but like they're just tying in more lore to be like, oh, it's not actually Jason, but it is Jason, but it's not actually.
Oh, under its influence, the Slasher is able to break out of Area 51 along with his allies,
not him,
the
but
Slenderman
it's like
and
him.
Jeff the Killer. Yeah, and even in the Milestone 1 skin, there's this image here where a lot of the Area 51 guards are all defeated with the Slasher standing, and you can even see some of his thoughts here. Help. It hurts. I'm blinded.
Gosh.
I hear her whispers. What happened?
Dang, man.
So yeah, he's hearing what he believes to be his mother talking to him, only it's not her. There's also this text here that states, I don't remember what happened that day. The day my eyes closed. Yeah, and then if we go to the Milestone 2 skin, it reads, I genuinely feel bad for Jason. And mom called to me. And again, he's in his Area 51 outfit and still with that book on his shoulder. This only gets worse with the Milestone.
Yeah, I don't know if his lore is like he probably doesn't have the same death as actual Jason, but
on 3 skin, which we can now see a better image of the Necrobloxicon, with the text now saying, hatred drowned out any thoughts I had. I just wanted to rest. And so it seems like the Slasher actually had some good intentions at first, but then with the 4th Milestone skin, he's actually completely lost it. His text now says, hatred burned any thoughts I had. I just wanted revenge. So it seems like at this point, the Necrobloxicon has fully warped his mind and is now fully devoted on getting revenge on those who did him wrong. And what makes this even more terrifying is that it seems like the Slenderman and Jeff the Killer are also on the loose and will soon be joining the world of Forsaken. What do you all think?
Yes.
Are also
bro. I can't wait. I can't wait for that, bro. Whenever Slenderman and Jeff the Killer got added, bro, that's gonna be probably my favorite update, bro, because I love Slenderman and I love Jeff the Killer. That was what I grew up with, so I'm really excited for that. But hey, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. The lore is getting interesting. It keeps getting more and more interesting, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. But yeah, go subscribe to Flush, and if you want, subscribe to me. Again, we're trying to hit 30,000 in September. That's only going to be possible if everybody watching clicks the button. So I would appreciate it. And, join the Discord if you want to recommend me things to react to, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!